My bully took everything from me, so I became the stepfather he never wanted. Jason chose me as his target during senior year of high school. I was quiet, easy prey, and Jason fed off weakness. He wasn't the typical bully who shoved you into lockers or stole your lunch money. His style was more subtle, more insidious. Rumors whispered behind backs, fake social media posts, anonymous texts sent around the school. By sophomore year, my reputation was shattered. Friends abandoned me, teachers looked at me with suspicion, and even my parents questioned if any of it was true. Jason watched from the sidelines, smug and untouchable. I tried confronting him once, asking him why. He smiled coldly and said, "Because it's fun, and I can." That was the moment something inside me broke. From then on, I didn't react. I didn't fight. Instead, I began planning. Jason came from privilege. His parents divorced when he was young, leaving him spoiled by a mother who compensated for her absence with money. Mrs. Hayes was a successful attorney, elegant and composed, but notoriously lonely. I knew all this because Jason would complain loudly about her neglect. Over time, I paid attention, quietly gathering every detail like her favorite coffee, her birthday, her love for old classic films. Years passed. High school and college ended, but my anger didn't. I quietly reinvented myself. I studied law, built a new social circle, and distanced myself from the scars Jason left. When I graduated college, I intentionally applied for a job at Mrs. Hayes' law firm. I knew she'd appreciate my quiet efficiency, dedication, and thoughtful gestures. Within months, I had become her most trusted assistant. It began innocently enough with late nights working cases, dinners discussing legal strategies. I listened as she talked about her regrets, loneliness, the gap in her life left by years of prioritizing career over family. One night, she confessed how hard raising Jason alone had been, how disconnected they had become. Gently, carefully, I assured her she deserved better. Our relationship slowly shifted, becoming personal, intimate. Within a year, we were quietly dating. Soon, I moved into her home, the very house Jason grew up in, and still visited occasionally. The day Jason discovered the truth was unforgettable. He returned home for Thanksgiving, oblivious, until he found me in the kitchen helping his mother cook. "What the hell are you doing here?" he spat, face twisted with disbelief and anger. "Making dinner," I answered calmly, smiling softly at his mother as she walked in and gently touched my shoulder. "Jason, please," she said. "We're adults here." He lost control, shouting accusations and insults, begging her to see reason. Mrs. Hayes, Helen to me now, stood firm, her voice icy and clear. "You've spent your life hurting people. You won't ruin this for me." We married quietly that spring. At the reception, Jason stood in the corner, jaw clenched, unable to meet my eyes. After the ceremony, I hung our wedding photo in the living room, right above the fireplace, impossible to miss. The next time Jason visited, he froze at the sight of it. My arm around his mother, both of us smiling warmly. "You're sick," he whispered. "Why did you do this?" "Because it's fun, and I can," I told him. But here's the twist. What began as calculated revenge transformed into something genuine. Helen wasn't just a pawn anymore. She became my partner, my confidant, someone who healed wounds Jason had inflicted years ago. Still though, there's nothing better than sending Jason a card every year on his birthday signed, "Love, your stepfather."